Welcome back, beautiful souls. It's a soldier of light reporting for duty. And I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in tonight. And the continued supports as usual. You guys make my energy good, which is good. I like all the well wishes as well. For people, I always send you guys good energy as well. Um, just wanted to say some of the things kind of going on in the world is just it's totally up to you, but I feel it's important for me to say something. If you have money in the bank, you might want to go get it out of the bank. So because you may wake up tomorrow, or I'm not saying go tonight, but you may wake up in another day or two, and your money may not be available to use. They may put a hold on it. Um, Things that we're kind of seeing trickle down. So the only way that this is going to go with the banking stuff is downward. There's no way this one's coming back from what it was before. So this is meant to happen. It's going to happen. It's meant to shake people up. So hopefully you've been kind of getting some food stored away, for some time, and having some extra cash at the house if you're able to pull some out, just in case the computer systems go down or whatever may be happening or coming in the future. But I would just say, not any advice for anyone financially. I'm just saying recommended. Go pull some money out of the bank just in case. I've been reading a lot of horror stories about people trying to pull money out of their account, or paychecks not being cashed, payrolls at certain banks. Also, another thing that I'm seeing is that trickle effect. This isn't just something that just is like, oh, it's just one little bank. There's trickle effects for all this stuff, and it's only with the inflation and everything going on. I feel like people are going to start doing money grabs, and there will be bank runs, guaranteed. The news tonight. I don't really watch it much, but um, that's all I've seen. Bank runs. Should we do bank runs? People are trying to hide the stuff about going to bank runs, and then the people on the TV are telling you, don't go bank run, don't take your money out of the bank. That should be exactly what you should do the opposite of. So anyone who's ever on TV telling you to keep things in do certain things, there's a purpose to why they're on the TV telling you that. So it's all for distraction. So I'm going to kind of jump off of that. I just want to make sure that if things do, I want to make sure you guys are all taken care of, and that it's not as harsh on you guys as it will be for some people who I guarantee it, will wake up one day and their life savings is gone. Um, the retirement accounts are nothing. That's where this stuff is going. It has to crash. For us to go into the future. This fiat system is played out. The SWIFT system is played out. It's played its role. It's done. The criminals are done. So we can help this situation along. As we're doing, we got to manifest these things, because people are like, why is this thing going slow? Why isn't it going fast? And I want it to go fast. And it's the fact of we're not manifesting that. We're manifesting it's going to happen. This is going to happen. Trust the plan. We're manifesting it. But guess what? That bar keeps getting moved because we're manifesting it as a what if. What if? So we need to start manifesting as if it's done, and believe that it's done and justice has been served, because what we do is we put a hard timeline. We're putting a hard timeline to the universe. It's completed. Now let's get to that point. So I feel like that's what we can do. We can help shift this timeline along a lot quicker by manifesting that it's already done. And I just want to say that to people as well. I mean, it's inevitable. This system has to crash, and we can actually assist in that quicker by pulling your money out of the banks, because the banks it's all fugazi. For people who don't know what that term means, it's all shit made up, SMU. So banks can't loan you their own money. That's per law. Banks can't loan other people's money. That's per law. Read it if you don't believe me. Look up HJR 192, 1933, with gold and silver. That's been taken away from us. So you're telling me, how do banks make money? How do you create money if you can't loan your money, or you can't loan other investors money? Whose money are you lending? when you get a loan from somebody? Let me give you the short answer for that. You, the moment that's all the equity you have, your sweat equity, your energy. It's all about energy. We talk about here Trump even tonight. Talk about energy, energy, energy. Why do you think that these Green New Deals, everything is related to energy? It has nothing to do with the climate. It's about you. That's the energy that they're after and how it's directed. Because that worthless piece of paper that you could wipe your butt with is literally only valuable because the person who puts the equity and builds things, makes commodities, things that people can use. That's all based on your energy, the things that you did to accomplish that, to make that thing valuable. So that's the one thing that they can't do. It's like what the darkness can't do. They can't create. They can't create. They can copy and they can destroy, but they can't create. So that's what we're doing. We create these things. We create these realities. We create these physical things. This computer that I'm using, it's all because of you. And it's all the illusion that we're debt slaves and we're in servitude. If you don't believe me, look up the 14th Amendment. People are like, oh, we abolished slavery. The 13th Amendment, we abolished it. Guess what? That's because we became slaves of the 14th Amendment. When you became a U.S. citizen, you don't want to be a citizen. You don't want to be a resident, and you don't want to be a person. And what are the three terms that they always call you? A citizen, person, and a resident. That's all fictitious stuff made up. You're not a living man anymore. You're not a living woman. That's taking your power away. You're a dead entity at sea with your birth certificate. You have a trust in a company made in your name when your parents signed their rights over to you. When your birth certificate at the hospital, a birthing center. So just so you guys know, this stuff is everything that's been nefarious, everything. So your parents, your mom is an informant when she signs over that birth certificate, informing them that she's given up parental rights to you. Every child that has a birth certificate has been put into the trust. And that's the Social Security trust that matures at 65. If you think that little piddly amount of money that you put into your check, that comes out of your check every 2 weeks for Social Security, is covering your Medicare costs, your insurance, your medical stuff, your pharmaceuticals, all that stuff. You think that little bit of money, the 30, 40, 50, even $200, $300 every couple of weeks, you think that's going to be enough to sustain you to do all these things you need to do for X amount of time? No, it's funded because of your SESTA-QV trust. So those are things that your bond, that nice little birth certificate is your bond, and it's worth hundreds of millions of dollars, hundreds of millions, at least. Some of you are probably billionaires, don't even know it. So I just wanted to kind of say that this scenario has to play out. It's working in our favor. We can assist this situation, as I mentioned. Get some money out of the bank. I'm not telling you I'm not a financial advisor, but I just want to make sure that one of you guys don't wake up, or a bunch of you wake up one day and all of a sudden you have no money. Zero. Because if you think that's your money, you're an authorized representative of that bank account. You're not even the beneficiary of it. When you sign everything, it's authorized representative, which means the bank is becoming the beneficiary, which is the opposite of how it should work. So there's a lot of stuff to this. It's all nefarious. Everything is fraud, and that's true. So fraud has no timeline when it comes to accountability. So it's coming. So I just want to jump off that little soapbox. Hope I enlightened some of you guys with some of this stuff. I know some of you guys are like, yeah, whatever. But this is legit. I wouldn't share it with you if I didn't feel it was important for Spirit to tell me. So thank you for the warriors in the chat. Like I said, energy. You want this timeline to move? Manifest it that it's already done, and we've already seen justice. Manifest it as it's already done, and we've already received justice. We've seen it. Manifest it that it's already done, and that justice has already occurred. We've seen it. So that's where we're going to start to move this. We're going to draw the line in the sand, and we're going to move towards that one now. So, all right, let's see. Let's get started here. Will we have the RV soon? Zim, Dong, Dinar? I hope so. See? Speaking of which, I need to open up regarding finances. And the first question we pull is regarding finances. My little video, if you watched I did a 2-week poll beginning of last week, or I don't know, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday last week. I don't remember what day it was specifically. Where'd my card go? And I asked Spirit for general information. I didn't ask anything specific. I said, what can you tell me is coming down the horn for the next 2 weeks on our calendar as we know it? And I kept getting disruption. Something is coming was disruptive, and there's going to be a message coming, and it might be regarding a leader, possible leader, and things involved. I kept saying something's being revalued. So I kept getting that. And even though I wasn't, I didn't get any pentacles for finances, I was kind of leaning towards that. So I felt like that message kept repeating, like something's going to be disruptive, something's going to be revalued. So I feel like this is kind of where, if the Spirit was saying this is kind of, and then all of a sudden, like literally that night after I put the video out, like there's issues with the banks. So it was preparing us for the things that we were going to see. And as I mentioned, I had a dream, I don't know, about a week or so ago now, and I was in an airplane, and it was a weird airplane though. I've never seen an airplane like this ever, and it was very futuristic. It was a double-decker plane. And I jumped out, and I was above the clouds looking down at the earth. And there was people afraid to jump out of they had a parachute on, but it was like time to jump. And there was a bunch of people that were there was a bunch of people in the plane that were deathly afraid to jump. And I was like one of the first people, if not the first. I can't remember if there was someone in front of me. I just remember at the edge and jumping. And when I jumped, I was in the air trying to avoid hitting the lower deck of the plane. Not like I was close, but just kind of maneuvering. And all of a sudden I was on the ground. I didn't even get to pull my cord or anything for the chute. And I was on the ground, and I was in a different time. I feel like, because there was people from my past. I was walking, they were all young, like I used to know them, like back when I was in high school and things like that. People were looking familiar. I knew who they were. We didn't speak or anything, but I was walking through it, and they were all young looking. So I was assuming that I was young as well. So I feel like it was like a different view of things. And that's why I feel like a lot of you are learning. These are things that have to step back from the chaos and kind of look at it from a different perspective. So that's the biggest thing that I was thinking that Spirit wanted me to get from that message. So it's coming. Let's see here. Evaluation happens soon. Zim Dominar. Let's see. Will we have the RV soon? Zim Dong Dinar, I hope so. That was the question. I got the 10 of Pentacles. You asking about finances? That's exactly what I mentioned. Pentacles are finances for me. And the 10 is fulfillment, generational wealth, legacy. I feel like there's going to be something that's financial security is coming, success. The 3 of Wands. So things are making progress. So it tells me also financial expansion, commerce is going to expand. This is something that is been prepared for us. I have the Chariot. So things are going to start to pick up speed, I feel, when it comes to this. So this is victory, progress. So this is telling me like departing from something old and into something new, and actually remaining strong or confident with the Chariot. But I have the Queen of Wands. Once again, that's joy, happiness, fulfillment. Also tells me to remain, once again, confident. I keep getting confidence, and then also independence. I feel like this is going to bring independence for a lot of people. And the Knight of Wands. So I feel like maybe moving forward, energy. So I feel like things are going to start to pick up speed. I feel like there's going to be a lot of action taken because of this new or this change in the financial. The Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, something was going to, it's going to take some hard work, sustainable results with that Knight of Pentacles. But also tells me tangible, truthful. It's going to be very good. It's going to be very fulfilling with this. And I feel like it's going to be it's going to be very productive, a very productive financial change that I feel like is coming for us. Yes, and the King of exactly. So the King of Pentacles is next. So this whole thing is about the finances in this pull, which is pretty awesome. So the King of Pentacles is like wealth. That's abundance. That's financial security. Also tells me an investment. So investment. This is an investment. You're taking your time and your energy and you're putting it into these notes. So I feel like this is going to be very successful for people moving forward. And the funny thing is that the Ace of Pentacles is holding up my reading. So manifestation, new opportunity, new finances, growth, and abundance. Also tells me a gift from the divine. So feels like things are going to start to pick up speed. I feel with the RV will happen soon. Like I said, when it comes to, I feel like it will happen moving forward, but I don't feel like it's going to be like right away because of the Knight of Pentacles. That's a slower moving card for me for like maybe long-term future. But I feel like you will see some movement. There will be some movement in some of this stuff with that Knight of Wands. So, yeah, it's coming. It's going to be soon. Like I said, tarot and spirit they don't have time frames like we do. So for them, but it looks like it's going to be moving along soon. So hope that resonated with you, J.M. Smith, and thank you for the super chat. Hi, Jason. I don't feel like myself or the time change kick my butt. What can spirit tell me to get out of this funk? I get the 5 of Pentacles, so tells me worries. Also tells me maybe like not feeling so good as you mentioned with the 5 of Pentacles. I have the 4 of Pentacles. There's energy it's been held on to, or blockages. I feel some type of energetic blockages that you're going to be releasing. They're telling me because this is something like or conserving your energy. So they're telling me this is a time for you to conserve maybe a little bit more of your energy. So maybe you're going to be a little bit more tired. It's time to rest. But the Justice card tells me that this is going to work out for you. Tells me you're going to have some clarity pretty soon. I feel with this Justice card. I have the 5 of Swords, so it tells me maybe some conflict. So there's some energetic conflicts, maybe even in your mind, that's kind of going on. I feel like there's something that's going on. I mean, like I said, like obstacles, competition-y, like I don't know, something about your energy kind of just being all over the place is what I'm kind of getting. And I also feel like there's something going on, maybe some worries up in your mind. Because I have the 5 of Wands, so yeah, obstacles tells me once again that's some type of tension. I don't know if you have any type of muscle tension, or you feel tense, something along that line, or you were. I feels like there's something kind of going on. I have the Tower card, so it tells me there's some type of you're going to have a sudden change though. Okay, I feel like things are kind of disruptive for you right now, but I feel like a sudden change will come in your future. And the Knight of Swords. So I feel like you're going to start to take action and things will kind of move along with the Knight of Swords. So the 7 of Swords comes out. So tells me be strategic in the things that you're doing. So rest. It tells me that you need to have a plan and how you're going to attack this. So it tells me maybe you release some of these fears, these doubts, these things like that. Maybe take some time to rest. Hermit card tells me, yeah, there's some introspection that needs to go on there. Actually, it's time for you to kind of recoup your energy, pull it back in, recoup your energy. So it tells me. And the Judgment card. So it tells me there's going to be a new renewal of your energy. This is what was meant to happen with that Judgment card. It tells me you're going to have some growth because the Ace of Swords is holding in my reading. So you're going to have clarity again and victory. But right now, it tells me there's some things that you're battling as well in your mind besides the energy right now. So I feel like there's some things you need to kind of let go of. There's some blockages that you're going to release, I feel, soon. But you need to get out of your head. That's what I keep getting at. You're thinking a lot. So I hope that this resonated with you, Cecilia, and thank you for the super chat. there anything I should do differently on my soul mission in this life? Love to you and the tribe. Sorry. I have a yes. This is a lover's card. So I feel like whatever something is doing, it's regarding energy and developing relationships. So I have the Four of Cups. So it tells me that disconnected. You're disconnected. I feel maybe with love and harmony, relationships. I feel like that's been your disconnect. So I feel like this is something that you need to do. You need to reevaluate a little bit. They're telling me this is a reevaluation portion for you with that Four of Cups. The Magician card tells me, though, your self confidence. That's what they're telling me. That's the reason why you're having these issues because you're not confident in yourself. It also tells me, though, that you need to take your power back with the Magician card. Once you do that, you're going to have clarity for all these things that you have. I feel like you need to build relationships, but you also need to look and get stronger with yourself. I also feel with the Lover's card, that could be a harmony, your higher self and your energy kind of connecting more, because I feel like two energies into one is what I'm kind of getting. I have the Emperor card. So it tells me like taking charge, being proud. It also tells me you're very protective. You're very protective of yourself and others. So it tells me maybe having a little more focus, being a little more practical. I feel like is what they're telling me. That tells me like focus on yourself. Focus on taking your power back. Focus on being the strong person that you are, or the strong woman that you are, not person that I just mentioned earlier. Strong woman that you are, that God made you to be. So you want to be a strong woman. Stand, take that confidence back. That's what I feel is the biggest thing for you. And the Page of Cups. So I feel like what it's telling me is you're going to start to feel more. The Page of Cups. You're going to kind of be renewed. It tells me. I feel like something. You're going to be more creative by getting your confidence back. I feel you're going to become more creative. And I feel like you're going to do good at speaking. You're going to learn to speak well. I feel that's something that will be a gift of yours as you move forward. I feel like developing a relationship through your speaking is what you will do. And the Nine of Cups. So it tells me that you're going to have contentment. Okay, you're going to move towards that. But right now, they're telling me what I'm getting from Spirit for you is that you need to work on loving yourself. And I feel like you're disconnected. You're doing a lot of evaluation as well. And I feel like there's something they want you to tell. Harmony, relationships, and harmony. That's something I feel is something that you are working on. But it starts with your confidence. In order for this to grow, you have to work. You have to take your ownership with that Emperor card. God is saying there, He's watching over you. You need to take the ownership now and do something with this. And I feel like that will bring you some good joy in your future. And the Three of Wands is holding in my reading, so it tells me you're making progress. You're making progress. This is part of your growth, and I feel like this is something that will work out for you. But that's just kind of what Spirit's giving me right now. So hope that resonated with you, Moningus, and thank you for the super chat. World country. What do you see for me in the next 3 months? Well, the first thing I'm getting for the first month is what I'm going to do it in first month. So it tells me you're going to have some clarity with the King of Swords. So I don't know if there's something you've been waiting for. There's going to be some clarity. I feel like this is, um, I feel with the Eight of Pentacles, maybe something you've been working on. I don't know if you've been learning something or growing. They're telling me you're going to have clarity with this or waiting for something. I have the Six of Cups. So I don't know if there's something going on from maybe your past. It has to do with maybe family or something along that line. Something maybe you're going along that line. I feel they're telling me there's going to be some type of joy again. There's going to be some movement in this if you've been waiting for some clarity on something. And the Three of Cups. So celebration, family, get-togethers. I feel within this next month here, for your first month, that's kind of what I'm getting. And then the Ace of Swords. So yeah, you're gonna have mental clarity. So whatever's been going on, I feel if you've been waiting for something, once again, I get victory, clarity, making progress, breakthroughs. So I feel like there's going to be something good for you moving forward when it comes to that. The second month, I feel maybe with the Five of Pentacles, maybe there's going to be possibly something to do with finances. So maybe in the second month, there may be something, maybe some type of loss, something along that line. Because I have the Five of Pentacles first. It's loss, it's fear, it's worries. Because I have the King of Pentacles next. So King of Pentacles is wealth. That's maybe an investment, something along that line when it comes to money. Because then I have the Queen of Pentacles. So that's also something tangible. So I have three tangible cards for the second month. So I feel maybe some finances, something along that line. I feel like you're going to be able to do very okay with if there is some type of financial loss. I feel like you're going to do okay to move past it, because I have the Knight of Wands. So it tells me you're going to be taking action. You're going to be able to use the resources available to you to be successful, like you always do. And then some Seven of Cups comes out. Once again, you're going to have some choices to make, but you're going to take, you're going to be inspired. You're going to take these actions with the second month. Third month, Chariot. So there may be something moving away from that within that third month. So there's going to be a change coming with the Chariot. So you're going to make progress. They tell me you're going to remain determined to make progress. You're taking action. So things will start to pick up speed and new direction in that third month. The Queen of Wands. So you're going to have joy again. It tells me a zest for life. Remain strong and courageous during the situation from before. And the Empress. So abundance coming back. Also tells me nurturing, part of your evolution and your growth during this time. The Ten of Wands. So yeah, a lot of work, hard work is coming to completion. The burden that you've had, that's kind of going to be gone, to be completed. And then the Four of Pentacles. So something with finances. So that whatever burden that you had in the past you're going to be secure moving forward in that third month. So the Ten of Swords is holding up my whole reading for this one. So it tells me that something is coming to an end. The betrayal, the backstab, it could be in your personal life. It could be just backstab in general by the things that you've learned. I feel like that's something that's going to come to an end, the betrayal, the backstab, but it will be done. It'll be an ending. So I feel very strongly that you're moving into another cycle. Something that's going to work out to the betterment for yourself. So keep the faith, and hope that resonates with you. Thank you for the super chat. All right, let me see. Cool. Jules, if the moon isn't real, then what does that mean to astrology? Good question. How does that affect astrology as we know it and we've been taught? It says, if the moon isn't real, then what does that mean to astrology? I said, what does that mean for astrology and what we've been taught? That's what I want to know. So whoever taught this information with the Seven of Pentacles, it was to succeed long term. But it was a long term view. But they had to be very diligent on what they were saying. Because I have the moon card. You asked about the moon. Spirit gives me the moon card. It's an illusion. So it tells me things have been altered. Okay. And I also feel, because these cycles, I feel we get more intuitive based on cycles. I feel like this situation, whatever it may be, like a woman's cycle, things like that. I feel like there's something to that. However, that's affected, whatever gravitational, brings us to these cycles. I feel like there's something to that with the moon, and actually that whatever's up there, because I have the Two of Swords after this, so it tells me that there was some type of decisions that were made. I also feel like the moon kind of slows things down. I have stalemate with that Two of Swords, so maybe the moon is there to slow us down even more. Is what I'm kind of getting. Maybe it lowers our free. Yeah, I got the Hierophant. So some type of this is like a group, some type of group that did this, and I feel like it was for control, and I feel it was like conformity to conform to their rule, is what I feel. And the Strength card, it was a focus of theirs. So I feel like whatever's up there has great strength. This scenario, and that they call it the moon, and I feel like it's to persevere their agenda. And the King of Wands. So yeah, it tells me though that we're going to overcome this in the future. When it comes to the King of Wands, that's overcoming obstacles. That tells me this was something that was focused on, but I also feel things will change and we're going to overcome these. And I feel like that's the plan. The Three of Wands holding on my reading tells me that we're going to make progress. Things are going to expand and things are going to be moving along in a different direction is what I'm getting. So it affects a lot. There's a reason why that all these things that we have are lies, and there's a reason for it. So hope that resonated with you, Jules, and thank you for the super chat. My nephew lost his iPod at work several years ago. Can you tell me what happened to it? Thank you. Somebody took it. I got the Page of Swords, so somebody was curious and grabbed it. It's like deception, shadiness with the Page of Swords. Somebody younger than him is who grabbed it. So I have the Devil card. It was an attachment. They grabbed it. It was there. They secured it. That's what they were. So some type of destructive behavior they have. So they have a history of stealing. And it was a female. Feels a female, a younger female that stole it. So I feel like this, because I have the High Priestess next. So it tells me, I think he might have had a clue. Your nephew may have had a clue, maybe what happened to it, or maybe if he thought somebody might have taken it. He might have had a clue, maybe who it was. The Sun card. So yeah, it tells me that it's all good. So it tells me that was meant to happen. I also feel with the Sun card, it tells me like maybe something new came from that, or he got something better, or something along that line. I feel is what it was, and that person who took it also got satisfaction from it. Yeah. So Six of Swords, it took a trip. So somebody took off with it. So also tells me for him to leave. Like I know the energy that you're asking about is hopefully this will put a close to it because you got to leave that emotional baggage behind. They're telling me. So it tells me like it was part of what was meant to happen with that King of Wands holding up my reading. So it tells me it was something that he overcame this okay, and it was something that it was meant to happen. It was like not even that big of a deal, but I feel it was a younger female that possibly took his iPod. When he lost it, he didn't really lose it. Somebody grabbed it. So hope that resonates with you. You are my sunshine, and thank you for the super chat. Did we know each other in a past life? Light and love. That's ask. I'm gonna ask my angel cards and see what we get. I've lost so many people since I came back on last week. I'm just killing my channel, man. It's funny. Every time I post something, like just like Gypsy Mom, every time we post something, we lose subscribers. So it's not a coincidence that that happens exactly to her as it does to me. So, head scratcher. All right. Yes, we did know each other in the past because I have the King of Fire, King of Wands. I also feel with the Six of Cups was next, so it's something from nostalgic. Six of Water, Six of Cups, something from the past. And I also feel like memories, happy memories, childhood memories, and release. So it was something that happened. So it was time to move on. So we did know each other, but it was time to move on. They said with the release card and the Hermit. It was part. It was part of our. We were being taught spiritual, like spiritual teaching. I feel was what our we were discovering a lot about ourselves. And I feel like that was some type of training or something we went through as when we were young in this lifetime. And the Ace of Fire, so it was to change. So it was to grow. That Ace of Wands is like inspiration, victory. Also tells me something new. So it also tells me with the wands, that could be something with magic, something along that line. Maybe we're be taught our spiritual gifts and manifesting. It was telling me we had opportunities with this situation with the Ace of Fire and unity. So spiritual. There was a spiritual school we were a part of. That's what it's telling me. Spiritual teachers, spiritual healings. That's what it tells me with this situation. We were with like-minded people with that unity card. So, and I feel like Archangel Sandalphon was something to do with this as well, is what I'm getting. And the Three of Fire, Three of Wands. So that's part of our expansion. We made great progress. And it was something for us to do. We were expanding our knowledge and our spirituality. We were expanding, I feel like, our ascension as well. So this was something we were meant to do. And the Page of Earth. So abundance, manifestation. These are things we were learning. We were growing. We were learning skills, is what I was getting. We keep getting skills. So yes, very much so. And the Ten of Earth tells me fulfillment, legacy, family. So I feel maybe we were related in a previous lifetime, and we were in some type of spiritual school together. Is what I feel. So hope that resonates with you, my sunshine, and thank you for the super chat. My husband and I want to move to Florida in the future. What does the universe say about that working out? What do you say about that, Joni? You have free will. Remember that. You're an important part of this whole equation. We don't realize that. We think we're so little and small, and in the grand scheme of things, you would think so because we're only as big as we are compared to the surrounding. That doesn't mean anything. Our energy is way huge. So one person, I keep saying person, one man or woman, divine creation from God. That is special. Let's find out. Okay, so I got Unity. So you guys are on the same page, as they're telling me with the Unity card. So it tells me like you guys are focused on this. You guys are like-minded. I have the 3 of fire, so it tells me that this is something that will happen. I see progress. I see leaving home. Wherever this home is now, I feel you guys are going to move as part of your progress. And I have the page of earth. So the page of earth is like page of pentacles. So that's something you're manifesting. Pentacles are tangible things, a new home, a new car, a new revenue stream. So it tells me this is something that will come into. This is the energy you guys are manifesting together. And the 4 of fire, 4 of wands, homecoming, celebration. So you will have a new home. And I feel like this will be something you guys will do possibly within the year here with the 4 of fire. So you're going to make progress. There's going to be a homecoming, a celebration. Enjoy. And the 3 of cups, or 3 of water, family, celebration, happiness, joy. So you're going to have a celebration. And I feel like this is something like you guys will start to make progress here in the next, probably, at least you'll start to move progress within this next year. I feel you guys will start to make some serious progress if you're not already moved by then. I feel that this is something that is in your future. The High Priestess card holds up my reading. So it tells me trust yourself. This is something you guys are doing. You're divinely feel that this is something you've been manifesting. You actually are manifesting this, as I mentioned, with your not only your energy, but his energy, and combined and strong. So keep manifesting it like it's already there. You're already there. It's already done. And this is something you guys, you guys will make a move to Florida. It looks like it looks good for you guys moving forward. So hope that resonated with you, Joni, and thank you for the super chat. Will my sister and family ever wake up from the matrix, and will my sister and I have an authentic relationship? That's a lot of questions. Okay, I got the Page of Cups. And what I asked is, will my sister and family ever wake up from the matrix, and will my sister and I have an authentic relationship? What I asked was, will your family wake up from the matrix, and how will that relationship look looking forward if they do? Yes or no? So I got the Page of Cups. So something is going to come. I feel like it's a dream of yours. It's something you're trying to manifest. But I feel like there's going to be a happy surprise moving forward. Right? I feel like in the future, as things move along, I have the 4 of Swords. So there's going to be a lot of revaluation. They're going to have to take some time to kind of get their bearing, is what I'm kind of getting as they move forward. There's going to be some things that are going to be revealed. Some type of renewal is coming with that 4 of Swords, because I have the Justice card. So the Justice card tells me there's going to be some clarity, some truth. This is going to work out a win-win for everything. There's going to be balance with the true Justice card. There's going to be balance brought back. And I have the 5 of Swords. So it tells me with this conflict that's going on. There's going to be disagreements, but tells me like there's going to be some progress with the King of Cups. So there's going to be emotional balance. Also tells me diplomacy is coming back. It tells me like this things are going to kind of take a breath. That's what I'm kind of getting, because I have the Page of Pentacles. So you will have a relationship with your sister, because you're the Page of Cups in this reading, and as well as the Page of Pentacles on the other side. It's manifestation. So it tells me this is something that is your desire. It's going to come to fruition. It's going to be a tangible thing. So it tells me that this is something you've been working on, and keep working on it. So they tell me they're working on yourself. You guys are all working on yourselves in your own way, they're telling me. But I have the Ace of Cups holding in my reading. So there's going to be love. It's going to flow again. Okay. Happiness and joy is coming. So I feel like that's something that will be in your future. It's always there. I feel like right now it's just some disagreements and things, but I feel this will move along here. I feel like maybe the Justice card could also represent maybe what people will see in the public eye. That could be. but they may change some of these things as well. But it also tells me your conflicts are up here. You guys' conflicts are up here. So it tells me you're going to have balance again moving forward. So just stay the course, stay the light. All will be well. Keep sending good energy out, and that's what you will receive back. So hope that resonated with you, are my sunshine, and thank you for the super chat. I once got a few text messages from my mom saying she hadn't landed safely, only she was not traveling that day, and swears she didn't write them. Alternate reality, mom? Interesting. You know me, I'm always about the interesting stuff. All right. To say or receive. Alternate reality. This is from her mother about traveling. What was that message? Yeah, lover's card. So it tells me two energies. So another alternate. So alternate energy. So it tells me harmony. So I feel like it was kind of like intermingling energy is what I'm getting with the lover's card. I have the King of Cups. So yeah, I feel it was some type of energy change. And I feel like this was something to, it was like a control thing. Maybe they lost control of this. I feel maybe that's the energy came through. And I feel like it wasn't as balanced possibly at the time, is why that message came through. Plus, you're very, this was something that you're connected with that King of Cups. You're very connected energetically, like empathically. So I feel like that was why the energy was so strong. Because I have the Page of Pentacles. So it is a manifestation. And I feel like this was, yeah, to you. And you're the younger. You're the younger. From the older parents, the king, and then the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like that's exactly what it was. And the Eight of Swords. I don't know if you're having worries or something along that line. The Eight of Swords, I have that's like maybe imprisonment of your mind, worries, fears. That's what I'm kind of getting. Or maybe that's what that person was held that day. Maybe that was them saying everything is I'm releasing this situation. Ooh, my ears just rang. So maybe that was the spirit's way of saying I've been released from this. I have the Wheel of Fortune, yeah. So it tells me it was a turning point. Tells me it was something that was inevitable. And it tells me that it was something karmically that came to a close and changed direction for the better, is what I'm getting with that situation. And the Fool card. So, yeah, that brought something better. And the Fool is like a new opportunity, a new journey. So I feel like maybe that was a change in timelines for you, as well as your mother. I feel like that was a way it was communicated to you for that reason. And the Ace of Wands. So yeah, it was for inspiration. It was tell you there's a new opportunity. So something new came from that. And I feel like it will lead to something victorious in your future. And the Seven of Pentacles holds up my reading. So it tells me sustainable results, long-term success. The seeds have been well planted. Tells me that this is for your future sustainability. So I feel like that was a big message that you received that day. So hope that resonated with you, Cecilia. And thank you for the super chat. Well, my three sons, 29, 28, 24, ascend. Thank you. My three sons, just like the show. All right. Very well, then. That's three sons. Ooh. Two of them, it looks like, will. But, because I have the Two of Pentacles, so it tells me out of the three, there's two of them that are like real out of balance. I don't know if what that means for them. I feel like this is something that there's some some energy or some decisions that we're going to be are need to be made or will be made. Because I have the Knight of Cups, and that's following their heart. I feel like this is something that they're knights at this point. So I feel like maybe the energy that they put out, the things that they're going to do, I feel like they're going to be able to adapt as they move forward. And I have the Knight of Swords. So I got a Knight of Cups and a Knight of Swords after the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like there's going to be, if they're ambitious enough, they're defending their beliefs. If those are things that I feel like this what the situation will be. Then I have the Two of Wands. So I feel like twos. So I feel like two of them will ascend at this point, and they're going to make progress. And I feel like this is something that they're going to expand their thinking, and they're going to discover some things, is what I'm getting. And I have the Knight of Wands. So yeah, so I got three knights. So I feel that it's the ones that are going to be fearless, the ones that are going to take inspired action, the ones that it's their actions. I feel the energy that they portray or put out is what I feel will help them ascend. And the Queen of Wands. So you'll ascend as well, but it tells me this is something that if they're focused on it, the joy that they have in their life, vitality, that's something they're going to have success. The ones that are going to move forward with the situation, and the Ace of Cups. So I feel all three of them honestly will do, but I feel maybe that two of them will ascend more than others. Because I have the Two of Wands, so there's two of them going to make better progress in the ascension. So I feel they both, because I have three knights in this situation and the Ace of Cups on the other side. I feel maybe two are going to fight it more than the others. That's kind of what I'm getting now. Is that maybe two of your sons are going to fight it a little bit harder than the other one will. But I feel like whoever follows their heart, the actions that they take, I feel like if they're focused on these things. I feel like they're gonna start to grow. They're gonna learn some things about themselves, and it tells me with the Eight of Wands holding up my reading. So there's going to be some news that they will receive that will change maybe how they view things. And I also feel like once that happens, they're going to start to pick up speed as far as picking up and awakening and kind of moving towards that ascension. So I feel with the Queen of Wands in this reading as well that maybe you can help them focus as they move forward. I feel like that's something maybe you'll have a bigger part to do in the future. So hopefully it resonated with you, Lori, and thank you for the super chat. Hi, Jason. Would you do a general reading about me, please? Many blessings to you and your family. No sweat. Let's see. So I got the Four of Cups. I don't know if you meditate, but I feel like that's something that you need to. They're acknowledging that you should continue if you are doing it. If you're not, though, I feel like that's something you should do more of because they're telling me you're reevaluating a lot of things. You're contemplating a lot of things. They're telling me. So this is something that they're saying that they want you to connect more with spirit if you haven't been, or they're acknowledging that they want you to continue to do more of it. Because I have the Magician card, so it tells me manifestation. It also tells me that you have all the tools in the toolbox to make things happen. It also tells me you have self-confidence and your willpower is strong. Continue to grow your willpower, make it strong. Tells me you're very creative and you're going to have some clarity moving forward. They're telling me with this Magician card. I have the Emperor card, so tells me that you're going to be very productive. Also, leadership. I don't know if people look to you for things, but I also tells me you're very confident. They want you to remain confident. If you're not, they want you to work on it. If you are very confident, I feel like that kind of fluctuates for you is what I'm kind of getting at. I feel like they want you to continue to stay strong, your willpower, stay focused, stay disciplined, be very practical with the Emperor card. And the Queen of Pentacles. So financially, you're going to be able to provide for people. I feel like this is something that you're very practical, very nurturing. So I feel something is, they're telling me you're able to do that. That's just your personality. I have a 6 of Swords. So moving out of troubled waters. So it tells me that a transition is happening for you in your future. Also tells me like leaving the old behind, the old baggage, transitioning, moving on. I feel like this is something that you will, also tells me maybe moving on from what your current situation is. Also tells me possibly making a trip in your future. I have the 7 of Cups, so you're going to have some choices to make. They're telling me. So there's going to be a lot of things that you're going to be thinking about. I think that's what you've been contemplating now with the 4 of Cups on the other end. So it tells me there's some, you're evaluating things. You're going to have some choices you're going to have to make. And the Empress card tells me it's part of your growth, you're evolving. Also tells me that these choices you're going to make, it's part of your evolution. And I feel like this is something you're going to do. These things you're going to be able to nurture yourself once again. Abundance is coming your way. And I also feel like this is to nurture yourself once again. This is a nurturing. And the Ace of Pentacles, so holds on my reading. So something, a financial is coming to you. New home, new car, something, a new job, something financially abundant is coming to you. You're manifesting this. And it's a gift coming from the divine. So they're telling me the most thing is just have the confidence in the things that you're doing, because I feel like it kind of does this sometimes, like all of our confidences do it sometimes. But they just keep telling me you're manifesting. You have the skills with the Magician card. You're making it happen. Just continue to focus on self. Also, the Magician is a self-confidence card once again. So continue working on that way. And I feel like this is part of your growth, and you're going to make beautiful strides moving forward. So hope that resonated with you, Minerva. Thank you for the super chat. Hi, Jason. Can you please give me a general read? Sure. Tracy. I have the 8 of Wands, so there's some news or something is going to start to come your way. Also tells me like there's some decisions that you're going to either you're going to start making quicker decisions, or maybe some travel. I feel coming your way as well with the 8 of Wands. The 2 of Pentacles tells me, I don't know, there may be some things that you're trying to juggle. I don't know about your time. Maybe there's some multiple things that you're kind of juggling at the time. But I have the 2 of Pentacles, so it tells me decisions that you're maybe weighing, something along, maybe some decisions you were weighing. That's maybe some news is going to come because of the decisions you've been weighing. The Strength card tells me remain focused. You have great inner strength. Also tells me like be open to love. Tells me like loving yourself. That's the biggest message I'm getting, is loving yourself. Having remaining focused. You have great inner strength, they're telling me. And the Lover's card. So it tells me there's going to be harmony, joy. I don't know if you're in a relationship, but it tells me there's going to be harmony in your relationship. Tells me good energy, balance with the Lover's card. Also tells me the choices. You're going to have a choice to make moving forward. Whatever that doesn't always have to be with a relationship. Could be just a choice you're going to make that's regarding your harmony. And the Death. So something is going to come to an end. So as I mentioned, you're going to be a decision moving forward. Something is going to come to an end. It's going to make a transformation. So with the ending, the decision you're going to make is going to move you into a new beginning. So it's telling me some type of transformation, the end of a cycle is happening for you with the Death. And the 8 of Pentacles. So it's something it's growth. You're going to master things. That's what they're telling me. This is part of your growth. So like we're all in an apprenticeship here with the 8 of Pentacles down on this plane. So it tells me that's something you're going to learn. In the future, I feel like you're going to have some skill development. There's some things you're going to learn, and you're going to grow, some type of education, apprenticeship possibly. And the 6 of Cups. So it tells me it's going to bring joy, happiness. Also tells me they want you to find the joy in your life from like when you were a child. Find that innocence, that nostalgia, and something that I feel like some type of community, homecoming, whatever it is that I feel like brings joy. Because I have the Page of Pentacles holding in my reading. So you're manifesting something. That's also a skill. You're going to develop a skill. Financially, something is coming to you, for you. It also tells me this is something that you've been working on for some time. So continue to work on yourself, continue to manifest. And I feel like this, you're going to start to see some movement for some of these things that maybe you've been weighing some decisions about. I feel like these are going to move in a new direction for you soon. So hope that resonated with you, Tracy. Thank you for the super chat. Will the Heavens Cross portal really open wide on the 22nd of this month? Oh, I never even heard of that. Like the number though, 1111. It's big. Will the Heavens Cross portal really open wide on the 22nd? Will the Heavens Cross portal really open wide on the 22nd of this month? So I got the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like this is something, yes, it's been worked on, it's been planned. And I feel like the Six of Cups comes in. So this is going to be something good. I don't even know what it is. Supposed to bring something good. Joy. And also I have the Nine of Cups because I have fulfillment, contentment. So I don't know what this is. Your wish come true and satisfaction. So I feel like when it comes to this, what I'm looking at here is it looks like that's something that could happen. I feel like it could really bring some emotional stability as well. I have the Page of Swords, so I feel like there's a lot of conflicting information, maybe some gossip and innuendo that maybe you'll hear. I also feel like it's going to involve a lot of energy. I feel like this portal, you're going to get a lot of downloads mentally when this opens. I don't know what this is supposed to do, but I feel you're going to get a lot of downloads energetically and mentally is what I feel during this time. And I have the Four of Pentacles, so it's for long-term success. And I also feel like this is it's to help like grow. It's to help. It's like an investment with the Four of Pentacles. It's something energetically, something tangible. I feel like people will have. And then the Four of Wands. So it tells me celebration, harmony, and joy. So it tells me a homecoming. So I feel like this is some type of energy, like a homecoming. I feel like this energy of the light or whatever this portal. I feel like there's going to be some. I see joy. I see harmony. I feel like this will be a good portal that's going to open on the 22nd. And I have the Two of Pentacles holding up my reading, and it's the 22nd, and literally it's the Two of Pentacles. So it tells me there's going to be some energy change, and there's going to be some things adapting. The energy frequencies around us. I feel like there's also going to be maybe some things put out of alignment. Maybe that's moving forward. That's going to be good for us to grow. That's the adaptability part is what I feel. So I don't know what this cross this portal is, but I feel like it will open wide. I don't know what it's supposed to do, but it looks like there's going to be something that's energetically, it's going to be very good. And there's going to be a lot of downloads and things that I feel people will get from it. So hope that resonated with the King of Cups, and thank you for the super chat. Some of us love your soapbox. Light and love to you and the family. Thank you. I know. People are like, give me a reading. I need a reading. I don't want to hear you just talking. So, no, it's all good. I know I'm just joking. I know you don't think that. So, appreciate it, Dennis. Thank you. Thank you very much. Much love, sir. I ended up in the hospital with these health issues being a thing of the past for me soon. I ended up in the hospital with these health issues be a thing of the past for me soon. Did you end up in the hospital recently? Let's see. I have the Justice card. So it tells me there's going to be some clarity. Okay. There's going to be some balance brought back to your health. The Hermit card. So it tells me there's some things that you're learning. You're searching out alternatives. Also tells me this is part of your growth. Um, your inner guidance has led you this way, is what they're telling me with the Hermit card. The Ace of Cups. So love is coming, flowing. Your energy is going to flow. Your health is going to flow again. Okay, tells me this is part of what this is. You're intuitively been drawn to this. I keep getting your intuition keeps telling you to do this. You're growing. They're telling me you're releasing all these toxins, all these things. Even though your body may feel out of whack, your body is adjusting, and things are starting to flow again that were blocked. The Page of Wands. So freedom is coming. Okay, tells me that there's your opportunities. You're going to be joyful again. Also tells me, like with the Page of Wands, that to remain fearless. I feel like that's a big thing for you, is fear and doubt. When you don't feel well, that's the first thing you want to do is, I hope this doesn't go here. I hope this is what I used to do in the past. So I feel like that's something that they're telling me, is to remain fearless for you. And your freedom is coming from all these elements in your future. The Ten of Cups. So I get a beautiful reading with this. So fulfillment, divine intervention, divine love is helping you. Okay, so it tells me that all will be well. Your wish will come true with the Ten of Cups. Okay, and the Ace of Pentacles is holding in my reading. So you're manifesting this. This is divine intervention. You will have something tangible. Your health will be solid again. It's a gift from the universe and from God to you. So believe that. Okay, even though you may have a little. I mentioned when you asked about some of these health things, I said that before. I believe I read for you. Maybe it was someone else about maybe some delays in some of these things, but you will see some improvements, and it will affect your body as you go through these things, because you're releasing these toxins and these blocks. So it tells me that you're making progress, to release your fears. Okay, release your fears, because I feel like that's a big part of what keeps your energy and your illnesses reoccurring and not flowing. So, but it tells me that things are going to move for you. So all will be well. Okay, Lauren. So hope that resonated with you, and thank you for the super chat. Hi, Jason. Can you tell me what was happening when I was a child with the needles going around the ceiling? Needles going around the ceiling. All right. Tracy. Well, the Empress card is the first thing that came out for me. So it tells me it was something like it was part of your growth, believe it or not. The Four of Cups. So I feel when it comes to this is like an energy transfer. It was something that you saw, like the energy came to you at the time. Like I said, it was part of your growth and your evolution. For sure. So then I have the Five of Swords. I don't know if there was something when you were going on, maybe something in your mind. Maybe you were having some conflicts about. Because I have the Five of Swords, so it tells me there was some type of energy conflict going on at the time. And I don't know if it's something maybe with bullies, or maybe you were feeling sad or worried at the time, or maybe the energies around your home or in your home could have been having some type of conflict at the time. Because I have the King of Swords. So I feel like this was a way of communication, because swords are thoughts and words. And I also feel like this is something because um, you're a thinker. So I feel like it was a way of manifesting to you to say that there's others or other energies around you. I feel like it was a direct way of communicating with you, is what they're telling me. That's what I'm getting. And it was to show you, like, hey, this is what's going on. I feel like that distracted you from what you were maybe feeling or something going on at the time, is what I'm getting. And I have the Eight of Wands, so it was to change. It was to change things and move them along quickly for you. So I feel like it was an energy change, an energy shift is what you saw, like a clearing almost, like something was, that was a communication directly to you. And you saw the energy there that was around you. Multiple ones is what I'm getting with the Eight of Wands as well. And the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel like it was a moment for you to change, or it was a change for you. It was an adaptable moment. I feel like things were kind of maybe a little out of balance at the time, maybe energetically for you. And I feel like that was a way of kind of realigning you with that Two of Pentacles. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles is next. So it was part of your growth. It was something that they needed to interject, and I feel these energies with the Three of Cups holding up my reading. I feel like it was the to bring joy, to bring happiness. I feel like distraction and I feel like there was a lot of energies that were around you. That was what their job is to do. That's what they're telling me. With the Eight of Pentacles. So this was their energy. That's what they were meant to do and be there for you when you were having whatever was going on at the time when you were a child. That was the reason why they manifested to you, so you could see it. And it was a show me moment for them. So you wouldn't know you wouldn't feel you were alone. So hope that resonated with you, Tracy. Thank you for the super chat. What will April Fool's Day bring the U.S.? Oh, a lot. Happy New Year, you mean? April Fool's Day? That's the real New Year's. Let's find out. April 1st on the calendar. You know it here. Will April Fool's Day bring anything major? Can we expect on April Fool's Day, April 1st, or New Year's Day? I get the Death card. So maybe something's going to come to an end, or a transformation, transition on April Fool's Day. So that's a new year. So maybe the ending of the old year and the death. So the beginning of a new is what that's telling me. And the Nine of Pentacles. So it could be something, the fruits of our labor financially. Maybe something comes along financially that helps us. Because I get financial independence, luxury. Also tells me that's our desire. So maybe the new year will bring some fruition to us, something that we've been waiting for. I have the Knight of Cups. So a knight in shining armor possibly is coming. Also tells me that there's some type of proposal or something that's coming to us, I feel then. The Knight of Swords, and it might be something to do with the military. Because I have the Knight of Swords, so it tells me like defending something, someone's going to defend, defending their beliefs. So communication, action. So I feel like possibly with the Knight of Swords is something, and the Knight of Cups. So maybe there's military intervention at that point. And the Four of Pentacles. So something to do with the finances as well and our security. Something that's been held on to. I feel like conservation, something along that line. So I feel like for long-term security, financially, with the Four of Pentacles, I feel like there's something that's going to be involved with that. And something that's been held on to is what I'm getting. But I have the Four of Wands. So a homecoming of some sort. So maybe military intervention, maybe some type of homecoming, possibly with the leader. But I get joy, harmony, homecoming. So some type of change is coming, I feel, in April. And then I have the Hangman. So maybe we're going to see some tribunals in April. Maybe that's what I'm getting. Something that's been waited on. Something that's been some type of renewal, maybe some type of awakening. We're going to view things from a different perspective then, I feel. And the King of Swords. So yeah, there's going to be truth and clarity coming out at that time. So I feel April Fools may be a big thing this year. You're going to find out clarity. Who's really in charge is what I'm getting. And the Eight of Wands. So news is going to come. Things are going to start moving quickly. Manifestation. So I feel we're going to have kind of a combination of a lot of things. Maybe some message, maybe some type of harmony, homecoming, maybe a leader, possibly maybe start to discuss maybe some news, possibly about something moving into a new sector of energy, a new sector of finances, things like that. It's going to bring beautiful things. I have the king or the king of wands holding up my reading. So a leader, a practical leader, a focused leader, somebody who's very passionate and fiery. Also tells me you're going to overcome some obstacles. So I feel like April this year, April 1st, April Fool's Day, New Year's Day on the real calendar, not the Gregorian calendar as we know it, I feel is a big thing. So something's going to change that day. There's going to be a metamorphosis and moving into a new beginning. So hope that resonate with you, Dennis. Thank you for the super chat. Are the Zoom Soul Tribe get-togethers on Sundays a part of the path of healing others that the Spirit has been leading me to? Well, let's find out. I'm going to look at my ancestor cards. And see what they say. Are the Zoom Soul Tribe get-togethers on Sundays a part of the path of healing others that the Spirit has been letting Dennis to do? Can you tell me about that? You want to hear something funny, my friend? I knew he was going to make a make appearance. I knew it. This is my guy here, Yeshua. So great teacher. When you ask about this, is my part of my path of healing others. You've been led, my friend. This is amazing. You've been made to help people learn their growth, their spirit. It's part of your growth as well. Part of your, like I mentioned in another reading for you, I think last time, this is part of your mastery. This is part of your ascension. This is part of your ascended master training and your apprenticeship. I know that. And it's telling me this is part of your expansion. Now you're going to take what you know and you're going to start to expand that for others to know. That's what they're telling me. Very much so. And by the summer, you're going to really be kicking off more, I think, towards the summer. I also feel with the summer card tells me that's like the sun card. This is exactly what this joy, success, happiness, and harmony. It's something that you're meant to do since you were young, since you were little. They're telling me this is part of your journey. And the trader, like a trader. So it's you're going to create abundance not only for yourself but for others. A spiritual abundance. There's going to be a lot of things you're going to trade. That's an exchange. A trader is an exchange of energy. So I feel like this is something that you were meant to do. You're meant to exchange your energy with others to help them grow. And I feel like this is part of what you're doing. This is a gift. This is an exchange that says God sent you here to do. The medicine mother. So it tells me the medicine mother, part of your journey, part of healing others. As you mentioned, healing. Literally, I got the medicine mother. You already know these answers are telling me. So yeah, it tells me with the healing, yeah, that's exactly what you're meant to do. You're meant to nurture, you're meant to heal. You're meant to help others heal themselves, nurture themselves. I feel like this is part of the growth by you teaching these things and people taking their empowerment back. That's the best thing you can do as you're growing in your ascension and mastership, is to help others take their power back and to grow and to be able to teach others as well. That's the biggest thing a teacher can do, is to help others teach others. And the guardian angel, know what you're meant to do, man. Being the light. This tells me this is something that you have a lot of guardian angels, and you're a guardian angel for a lot of people. That's what they're telling me. This is something you're meant to do. This is divine in nature, and this divine knowledge you have inside of you will start to flow more easily. You're going to start to learn to speak very easily to people, because when you do speak, people listen. It doesn't have to be loud. As you mentioned, you don't say a lot, but when you do, it's very, very strong. So they're telling me that you're going to start to grow, and this knowledge will flow from you. It's meant to flow from you. So shapeshifter, you're changing now. So it tells me that shapeshifter is holding up the reading. So it tells me you're able to adapt. You're adapting. This is an adaptation phase for you. You're shedding your old skin like a snake, and you're growing into something new. So you're learning to adapt to things like the online environment, also adapting to communicating with others in a group. So tell me, this is part of your expansion, and this is exactly what you were meant to do. So hopefully that resonated with you, Dennis, and thank you for the super chat. Are all moons in this solar system artificial? Ooh, that's a good one. Wouldn't doubt it. Who knows? Let's find out. Are all the moons in our solar system artificial? Yes or no? I believe they are because I have the hangman. So this is something it's deep. It's very deep in knowledge. I also feel like it changes things. These moons are meant to change things with that hangman. I have the strength card, so it's something influence. I feel influence. It's a focus. It's an influence of something. Because I have the five of cups, so I feel like these artificial things. It creates fear. The energy is lower. It's the five of cups. It's disappointment, pessimism. I feel like there's a lot of things that brings the energy down. Is what I'm getting. And I have the sun card. So it tells me, like with the sun card, that um, what I'm getting is maybe our vitality, our joy, it brings the joy down, the vitality of the sun card. And I have the three of cups. So, and it involves a lot of people in the happiness community. So I feel it has a lot to do with our happiness and our vibration because this is something from the six of cups has been going on for a long time. That's also joy. That's something harmony. That's something that from our past. So this has been going on for a long time. I feel like that affects our joy and happiness because I have the nine of cups. So stability, contentment. I feel like the energy changes so much and drops. I feel like that's something that um, this is something that was they wanted to manifest. Whoever put these things in, it's something to disrupt our contentment and our manifestations. I have the Page of Swords, so it messes with our energies and our frequencies. Also tells me like we get a lot of conflicting information, so the energy is conflicting. That's what it tells me. It's disruptive with that Page of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, there's a reason why they're doing it. I feel like it harnesses. There's a reason why they bring the energy down. It's something that's very practical. Why they're doing it. Why they brought these here. And the Emperor card. So it tells me it was a focus of theirs. It was something that was very practical. Once again, it was to cause issues. A leader, some type of leader, made this decision to put these things in place some time ago. And the Hermit card. So that tells me, yeah, old something from a long time ago, old souls, old energies. This is who like off-world type stuff. This is something that I feel like along that line is who created this and brought those here. And the Two of Cups, it was an agreed to. There's an agreement. So whatever this is something that was agreed to be able to put these things in place, and they did. So I feel like it's to disrupt our energy is why that they put in place in the first place. I keep getting joy, happiness, bringing energy down, fear. So that's kind of what I'm getting is why I think that they were put in place in the first place, is to bring the energy vibration down. So hope that resonated with you, Dennis. Thank you for the super chat. River Gal Deb. Can you ask Spirit what's going on with my health? Thank you. Can you tell me what's going on with River Gal Deb's health? First card I have is the Nine of Pentacles. So tells me you're going to, if you've been working on it, or your health is going to be okay. Okay, it tells me like you're gonna be fulfilled with whatever's going on. It's gonna pass. The fruits of your labor are gonna come to fruition. Okay, independence. It tells me I have the Knight of Cups, so it tells me there's gonna be some type of movement. You're making progress. Also tells me you're to follow your intuition and your heart when it comes to your health. It also tells me with the Knight of Swords, though, that you're taking action. Take action with these things. So maybe there's some battles going on right now inside, is what I'm kind of getting. And I feel like there's something that will um, move along because it tells me long term you're going to be okay with the Four of Pentacles. That's long term security. Also tells me though that there's something. Maybe you're lacking in something. I don't know if that means like lacking. I don't know if you take certain vitamins or something you're lacking possibly could be throwing your health off a little bit, is what I'm kind of feeling. But I have the Four of Wands coming, so there's going to be some type of celebration and joy back in your future. So I feel like you're going to have you're going to figure this out, and you're going to be able to move along. Because I have the Seven of Swords. It tells me you're going to have a strategy. Okay, it's something you're going to learn about, and you're going to put it into action, because I have the High Priestess card. So you're going to learn some knowledge, and it tells me you're going to be searching for things, and then you're also able to heal yourself. They're telling me you're divinely connected with the High Priestess, and they also say to trust yourself, trust the things that you're doing because you're being divinely guided. Because I have the Knight of Wands, so it tells me like your energy is off right now. So it tells me that you're going to start to pick up speed in the future with the energy. You're going to start to feel better. You're going to start to take action. You're going to start to it's going to make progress, is what they're telling me. And to remain fearless. Okay. They're telling me to not be afraid. And I have the Six of Wands. Six of Swords. So there's going to be transition. You're going to move out of troubled waters. Okay. So this is going to move along. Okay. So it tells me everything will start to smooth out as you move forward. I don't see anything major here. Okay. I don't see anything major. So it tells me like this health is kind of disrupted right now. I feel like there's something that will release, and you're going to have long-term security, as I'm mentioning. I have the Page of Swords holding up my reading, so it tells me there's a lot of thinking, a lot of racing thoughts, there's a lot of things you're reading that are causing issues as well. I feel like there's a lot of things going on that's your thoughts. I keep getting just some racing thoughts at times, is what I'm kind of getting. So that's why I feel some of your energy is that kind of the same thing. As I mentioned for someone earlier, this gets in the way. When our head gets in the way, a lot of times it really does bring a lot of our energy down a lot. There's no difference in our thoughts leading to the actions. It's the same energy. We just don't realize that because we're so used to, we need to put physical energy into something in order for it to be tangible. And that's not the case. So they're telling me that all will be well. Okay. Things are to release these fears. Your energy is kind of having some conflicts right now. Okay. But I don't see anything major in here. It tells me the fruits of your labor are going to pay off with that Knight of Pentacles. Okay. It tells me fulfilling, abundance, clarity, all that stuff. Okay. So keep the faith, stay positive. You're already healed. Your energy is realigning. That's what they're telling me. There's something that you got to let go of. You're kind of holding on to something with that Four of Pentacles as well, but you're going to let it go, and you're going to have that joy once you do. So hope that resonated with you, and thank you for the super chat. To go to a member needing a pendulum session with you. Oh, awesome. Thanks, Dennis. Appreciate that. Good stuff, man. That's what it's all about right there. Pendulum session. That's good. All right. Thank you for donating, Dennis. Much love, much love. I'm going to let you pick it at the end of the show. How about that? I'll let you pick it since you're the one that actually, I'll let whoever you pick that you feel in this chat as you're reading it needs the help, Dennis. I know I know you're going to follow your intuition and you just pick somebody. You can always just message me at the end of the show and let me know who it is. So but I know you'll make the right decision, whoever you feel energetically needs it the most. So thank you very much for the donation. Much love, my man. Hi, Jason. Can you tell me if I'm going to be able to see Glenda Adams before she passes? I don't think so, because I have the Seven of Swords, so it tells me maybe finding out a little differently, maybe, or if you feel like maybe the information you'll find out, maybe it'll be a little late. And I feel like the Four of Pentacles, something is held on to, keep getting held on to. So maybe you'll be, by the time you find out, it's already too late, because I have the Four of Pentacles. So then I have the Four of Wands. So it tells me the Four of Wands regarding a homecoming of some sort or something like that. So I feel like there's a reason why, or something you won't be told right away is what I'm kind of getting. And exactly the Hangman. So I get the Hangman next. So it tells me delayed. Something's going to be delayed. There's going to be a reason, a pause. The reason why you won't be able to get there. The Strength card. So it tells me just send love through your heart is what they're telling me at this point. So to remain strong and actually send that love and be open to love. So it tells me energetic exchange, that Glenda knows you're there by sending her the energy. She'll know already that you're there. The Five of Cups. So yeah, tells me loss because of the loss. So she's gonna know. She's gonna know, and the grief. There's gonna be loss and grief regarding this. So she's gonna know energetically that you're there. And the Queen of Cups. So it tells me healing, nurturing. So it tells me she wants you. You're gonna be taking care of yourself. I feel like there's gonna be some healing from this situation, even though it may not work out how you feel. Like being there when she passes, but I feel like this is going to be for the better. She's going to be moving on, and there's going to be renewal for her. So I feel like this is something that will happen, that you'll be told late. There'll be a delay in telling you. I feel like this will be the reason why you won't be able to see her before she passes. So the High Priestess card tells me just be open to trust, and you're exchanging energy with that High Priestess card. So there's a connection there energetically with you and Glenda. So it tells me that there's something she's going to know, divine. She's going to know that you're sending her good love and good energy. So hope that resonated with Tracy, and thank you for the super chat. Love your show, Jason. Thank you. Tracy, thank you very much. Much love, much love. Yeah, I think we're going to stop these banners. All right. Hi, Jason. My father passed away a few years ago. Does he have a message for me? I got the Chariot card. So it's telling me you're making progress, okay? So after his transition, tells me that you've made progress. So a new direction. So things change, he told me. And he wants you to remain courageous. I had the Page of Swords. So he tells me that you're curious about a lot of things, he's telling me. He always tells me you were restless. You always thought a lot. You were just curious, a curious child, he's telling me. I have the Page of Wands. You're always exploring something you wanted to learn. He always tells me that you were just a free spirit. That's what he's telling me. You always had ideas and you wanted to discover things. You're always interested in a lot of things. I have Knight of Wands. So he tells me that you're very passionate. You like to take adventures. And when you're young, you like to go do things. He's telling me. So he's telling me like that when you do things, you're very inspired when you take these actions. Okay. He also tells me you can be a bit impulsive at times. That's what he told me, a bit impulsive. But he tells me the Six of Swords. So he tells me that you're going to be moving along. You're going to be moving. You're going to be moving. You're taking a trip. You're going to be moving along to a new place or a new area. There's a transition coming in your future. He's telling me with the Six of Swords. So he's telling me you're going to leave behind something. You're leaving behind, and you're going to move on. The Seven of Cups. So it tells me there's some decisions you're going to make, some choices. Also tells me some daydreaming. He tells me you've been daydreaming a lot. Things you want to accomplish, things you want to do. He's telling me. You're trying to search for a purpose. You're searching for a purpose, he's telling me. The Ten of Wands. So it tells me that you're a hard worker. There's a lot of burden on you because of this passing and all these other things on you. He's telling me that's going to come to a halt. It's going to come to a close. He says you need to let go of all that burden. You're just holding on to things that you don't need to hold on to. He tells me there's going to be completion. He tells me you're a very hard worker. So he tells me you're going to be able to move past. The King of Cups comes on next. So he tells me you're going to find balance. Also tells me that he loves you. He helps you when you're kind of out of alignment. He said, I'm always there. I'm always there to help her. And I feel like I just give her inspiration. I try to keep her calm when she's feeling a little chaotic inside. And the World card. So you're going to take a trip. You will move. You're going to complete something. He tells me that you're going to have a very fulfilling life. And these are karmic cycles that needed to happen. He says, I went on my journey. I've transitioned. He goes, you're going to move on into yours, and you're going to have wholeness and completeness in this life. He's telling me this is part of your growth. He wants you to celebrate your life, he told me. She needs to celebrate things again. She forgot how to do that when she was young. The Seven of Wands comes out. So maintaining control tells me you're very strong and courageous, but also tells me you can be a little defensive at times. Like I mentioned, impulsiveness, maybe a little defensive at times because of some of the things that you do. But you're also able to maintain the chaos even around you, I feel, most of the time. King of Pentacles. So it tells me you're going to be prosperous. Financial investments are going to work out. Also tells me this is part of your growth. And you're very practical in the things that you're doing. So he's telling me he's helping you in a practical way, as well as emotional way. So he tells me he's always there. He's still guiding you when they may not see him. He's still there. He's telling me with the Four of Wands that he's like, you're going to have a great home, harmony, joy, love, happiness. He's celebrating right now. He wants you to celebrate. He wants you to find that joy. He goes, we eventually will get together again and have another homecoming. He goes, but right now, he goes, I'm here to help you, and I'm here to help bring joy into your life. So hope that resonated with you, Joni, and thank you for the super chat. Did I miss something? Wow, that's weird. Oh, I jumped that much. Wow. Hi, Jason. My sister will be coming to stay with me while her house is being renovated. How long will she be here? Let's find out. I feel she'll be there about 7 months at your house. Because I have that there's something like she's changing things. There's opportunities. So I feel like there's going to be some change in how maybe designs or something is what the situation is. Because I have the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel maybe up to 7 months because I have the Hangman after that. So there's going to be new perspectives. There's going to be some delays. They're telling me with the situation. And the Strength card. So it tells me you're going to overcome this situation. Tells me you're going to have to be very diplomatic in a way. I feel like maybe the situation, be open to love and sharing and receiving the love. So it tells me that you're going to be there's going to be some inner strength that's going to be needed from you at times, and how you project your energy out. Because I have the Five of Cups, so it tells me fears, worries, half cup half full compared to half empty with the pessimism. It tells me like disappointments, possibly maybe some regrets about the situation. But the Queen of Cups comes out, so there's going to be some healing, some fulfillment, nurturing. There's going to be some nurturing with the situation. I feel like it's going to go. So it tells me there's going to be calm. It's not going to be super disruptive, but I feel like most of it will remain pretty calm. They're telling me with the Queen of Cups. And compassion. I keep getting compassion. Then I have the Hierophant. So she may have some situations with some institutions. I don't know if it's like the bank or the construction company or whoever this is. I feel like that's something that's maybe what's the delays in some of the situation. The Two of Cups. So there's going to be an agreement. There's going to be a partnership with the Two of Cups. You guys are going to agree. It tells me there's going to be some type of connection there. Okay. So I feel like there will be some unification. And the Queen of Swords. So it tells me there's going to be you're going to have good energetic boundaries with her, but it tells me there's going to be some clarity. There's going to be some direct communication, I feel, that will happen with you and her, as well as her and what's going on with the construction. And I have the Knight of Cups. So it tells me things are going to move along. And I feel like there's going to be you're going to follow your heart. So follow your heart, they're saying. Okay. So your heart will know what to do. And I feel like you're a knight in shining armor for her during this situation. So I feel like that's the biggest thing for you, is you're going to be very compassionate. I feel like you guys are going to, I feel like 7 months is probably what I'm getting at, because of the delays with something with finances or something with the financial or the construction company, and changes in some design. Something along that line, I feel, will be what's going to cause some of the delays. So hope that resonated with you, and Living, and thank you for the super chat. Hello, Jason. I'm getting ready to start a new business. I'm very excited yet nervous. Can you pull cards on this new venture? Sure. Hermit card comes out. So you've been soul searching. It tells me this. You're having inner guidance. It tells me you're being divinely guided. Okay. It tells me you're blazing a path with the Hermit card, a new path for yourself. Tower card tells me, though, this is some type of change for you. This is if there's something you've been doing or how you're moving, I feel like there's going to be some type of change. Okay. The Tower card comes out, doesn't always mean it's going to be a bad, like this is going to destroy me. It just means maybe some things are going to change. You're going to be reevaluating quickly. I feel like, or something is going to change suddenly. And I feel like it's going to be, maybe it could be with the situation going on in the world. Maybe that could be some of the upheaval. But it also tells me there's going to be some type of revelation, I feel, moving forward. The Knight of Wands, it tells me like there's gearing up for something. Also tells me some tests of faith. But also tells me you're going to be you're persistent. You're going to overcome these challenges. The Knight of Wands. So it tells me you're very passionate. You have great energy, and then to remain fearless. Take that action, they're telling me, with that Knight of Wands as you move forward. The Six of Pentacles. So it tells me that this is going to be good financially for you moving forward. I feel like there's going to be some type of exchange. I don't know what you're going to be doing, but I feel like whatever you give, you're going to receive something financially, and as well as energy exchanging. It's going to be very good. It's going to be very balancing, because I feel like you're a very generous person, whatever your situation is. The Nine of Cups tells me there's going to be, your wish will come true. You're going to be content. You're going to have luxury, fulfillment, financial success. This is something you've been manifesting. As I mentioned, that Tower card could be maybe reevaluating something. Maybe in your past, they're telling me this is something that was disruptive is the reason why you're moving into this new venture, is what it could have told me from the past, how I could read it. But it tells me that maybe that disruption is what's caused you to move along and try this new venture. So I feel like there's something that's going to bring you some good contentment. And the sun card, I'm not even going to pull any more. Joy, success, happiness, vitality. Tells me that. And the Ace of Pentacles, you're manifesting something beautiful. Tells me a gift from God, a new tangible thing, a new income, a new revenue, new job, new business, new home. That's all tangible. So you're manifesting this. This is something from God in the universe that is going to work out for you. So I hope that resonates. You're on the right path. Whatever you're looking to do is going to, I feel, is going to be very fulfilling for you. So keep it going, keep reevaluating, keep looking at things from different perspectives, and I think all will be well. So thank you for the super chat, Tracy. Hope that resonated with you. Sharon Fairchild. Let me see if there's anything. Oh, thanks for all you do. No, thank you for all you do. I'm just a voice. That's like somebody told me the other day. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so thankful for you for the. I'm like, be thankful to God. Be grateful to God. I'm just a person that I'm not a person. See, I keep saying person. I'm just a man that God has given me ability to just kind of flow through the energy, like you guys all do. So I'm just saying, thank God, thank the Creator. I'm just a messenger for God, and that's all I'm here to do. So you guys are just as big of this equation as me telling you these things through spirit. So it's just all conduit. We're just all conduit. So I'm using your energy as well as my guide's energy to try to focus some of this energy in for you guys. So you guys are important. Remember that. But thank you very much, Sharon, for the super sticker. Let's see. I got some gargoyles or dragons from my aunt's house when she passed. I'm not sure what they are. Without seeing them, can you give me any information on them, good or bad? All right. So what I get is I think you need to clear the energy from those the dragons and the gargoyles because I get the Page of Swords. So I feel like there's some type of energy. There's something that's kind of there. That could be not bad, but not good. Mischievous is what I'm kind of getting. And I have the Hermit card, so maybe some type of old energy, something along that line, and maybe a little mischievous because I have that the Tower card. So this energy could be a little disruptive at times. It could be a young energy, maybe that's attached to some of these things. Because I have the Nine of Wands, so it tells me you're gonna you may there may be something regarding this energy that's been tied to this, like a boundary, energetic boundary that this energy is tied to. Because I have the Knight of Wands, so tells me energy impulsive. So this energy is impulsive at times. I'm not sure which one of these is the gargoyle or the dragons, because I have the Six of Pentacles. So it tells me there's some type of energy exchange that happens with this, and there's something tied to this. And I feel with the Nine of Cups, it tells me that once again that's tied to that's content. But I feel with this that you could, if you clear the energy, is what I was asking. I feel if you clear that energy, that's also the Six of Pentacles. That's an exchange of energy. If you clear the energy from the old and put the light in, it tells me the Nine of Cups is going to bring you very good luck. If you clear that energy, because that's stagnant energy, it's associated with those, but you can clear that energy and then it will be beautiful because the Nine of Cups tells me fulfillment, tells me contentment, tells me your wish comes true. So it tells me whatever your energy you put into it is what they're going to give out. Because I have the Sun card after that. joy, vitality, happiness, things like that, success. It tells me Eight of Pentacles. So something you have to do, something that tells me it's going to take skill, and it's going to take some repetitive tasks of doing this, clearing the energy, to make sure that the energy is good around that's part of these objects. Because once you do that, you're going to bring it to an end. So there's going to be an ending to this with that Ten of Swords. So this mischievous energy that's associated, it will come to an end. Okay. They won't like it, but you're going to send them on their way. Because I have the Page of Pentacles. That's a young energy. It's telling me you're going to be able to manifest this. You're going to take it. It's going to take skill. You're going to develop this, and it's something you will actually manifest. You'll be able to release the energy, and you're going to create something new, energy that's associated with those objects. So the Seven of Pentacles holds up my reading. So it tells me that routine, long-term success, sustainable results. In order for this to happen, that's what you need to do. You need to clean it, cleanse it, put your energy into, because there's a lot of stagnant energy into that is what I'm getting. So hope that resonate with you, Tracy, and thank you for the super chat. Hi, Jason. Will my children ever wake up? I'm sure they will in their time, when they're meant to. Let's find out. If Pekin's children ever wake up. I have the Two of Wands, so they're going to make progress, okay? It tells me there's going to be some decisions they're going to make. They're going to discover some things, as they're telling me, that will help them progress along. Seven of Swords. So they're going to learn about some deception, these trickery, things that's been going on. They're going to find out that they've been betrayed, is what I'm getting. And then the Queen of Swords. So they're gonna find out that you were telling them the truth, or they're going to find out some things that you might have said that were true, that they're going to be more clear-minded about. And I feel like there's going to be truths that are going to be brought out that they're going to learn. And the Page of Cups. So yeah, a happy surprise. They're going to learn some things. They're going to be intuitively, they're going to grow from this situation, is what I'm getting. The Seven of Pentacles. So it won't be like right away, but it'll take some time. Tells me that the seeds you planted have been well. They're going to grow. That's what it's telling me. They've been well planted. The seeds have been well planted. So tells me like the things you've been doing, you've been investing yourself and your energy and the time that so it's going to pay off for long-term success. It tells me that there's going to be some growth. They're going to persevere through this situation. And the Four of Swords. So recuperation, regeneration. It tells me renewal. There's going to be some type of like after they find these things out, they're going to kind of go and kind of take some time to themselves. What I'm seeing, and they're going to kind of process things, is what I'm getting at. And the Eight of Cups, because they're going to be disappointed. They're going to learn. They're going to have to walk away from everything that they felt they've learned or thought. So they're going to be disappointed with that. It tells me there's going to be some withdrawals. Once again, as I mentioned, they're going to kind of go inside and have to process things. And then the Fool card. So there's going to be a new beginning. It tells me they're going to have that joy that's going to come back. There's going to be possibilities, and there's going to be optimism after they've kind of regrown and learned some of these things. So Ace of Wands. So yes, they are going to wait. They're going to be inspired. Okay, there's going to be new ideas. They're going to be new beginnings for them, new opportunities. Okay, as part of their growth, as I mentioned in the Chariot card. So it tells me there's going to be change. It's inevitable. Victory is coming. It tells me there's going to be a change once again. A new direction is coming for them, and the progress, once it starts, it will start to flow. It'll come quick once it starts. Once they start to get those, after they've kind of gone inside and evaluated the things that they've learned, is when they're going to things will start to pick up speed. They're going to come to you. That's what I'm getting. If you've been separated from them a little bit, Tracy, they're going to come to you with that Chariot card. So I hope they resonate with you, and thank you for the super chat. Interesting. How many times have I faced death but jumped parallel realities to one where my consciousness does not remember dying at all? Hmm. So, interesting. I think you've done it a minimum of 10 times because I have the Two of Wands first. That tells me movement, traveling. It also tells me like um, progress and moving. So I feel like maybe you're moving in between. And that's with the World card and the Two of Wands. It tells me traveling between dimensions, things like that. I have the Seven of Swords. So it tells me it's a strategy of yours, something you employ when it comes down to it. Because I have the Queen of Swords. So it tells me like this is something that you're able to do energetically. You change the energy. That tells me that's an energetic boundary card for you with the Queen of Swords. I have the Ten of Wands. So I feel like you've done this because that's a burden, and that's a 10, that's completion. So I feel like you've done that a minimum of 10 times. Um, it's something that you able to accomplish every time. It's hard to do, hard work. It takes a lot of energy and a lot of hard work, but you're able to do it. Because I have the Eight of Swords, so it tells me when you're trapped, when you have no other choice, is when you use it. The Eight of Swords, so it tells me that, and I have the Ten of Cups, so it tells me it's a divine gift from God. There's intervention there, and I feel like there's energy. Your wish comes true, fulfillment, and also the Ten of Cups after the Ten of Wands. So I feel like a minimum of 10 times you've done this, you've completed this multiple times. Then I have the Temperance card. It's to keep everything in balance. It's to keep things. Those are good. Those are good changes for you. I feel like it's something that's divine in nature to kind of help you progress. And I have the Nine of Swords that holds up my reading. So it tells me when you're worried, you're fearful, there's some type of energy. It's in a nightmare or something like that. You're sleeping a lot of times, or you feel like you're sleeping when you wake up. Something along that line is kind of what I'm feeling is when you notice these things, is what I'm kind of getting at. So it tells me that that's when you have no other choice in your face, and there's divine intervention with that Temperance card. So hope that resonated with you, DHP, and thank you for the super chat. Jason, can you give me a general read? No problem. Well, the Fool card came out. So it tells me they want you to find that childlike energy. There's endless possibilities. You're going to be on a new journey. You're on a new journey now, they're telling me. New beginning. I have the Ace of Wands after that. So new opportunity, new journey, new something is coming for you, okay? In a good way. Like I said, it's part of your growth, a new opportunity, inspiration, new project. Page of Wands. So freedom is coming for you. There's limitless potential for you. It also tells me like excitement, being excited. You're going to be excited again moving forward. You're going to discover some things about yourself. And I have the Strength card. It tells me you have great inner strength, being open to receiving and giving love unconditionally. Also tells me to focus. You're focusing. Have some compassion on yourself as well as others. So it tells me that this is something you're growing. This is a subtle power of yours that you're able to help, and you're able to grow and progress. They're telling me that's something you were given. I have the Five of Cups though. So there's some worries. There's some times like maybe you're a little weary about things, some pessimism, maybe some loss, some fears, or maybe some failures or disappointments that you've had, or you're fearing of those disappointments not coming through. The Queen of Cups, so that comes back to nurturing yourself. This is something that's part of healing is coming in your future. Also tells me that you're very compassionate. Also tells me that you're able to help others. You're an empath. Tells me you're a very nurturing person. That's what they're telling me is a big focus for you moving forward. I have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands tells me conflict. Temporary obstacles like the Five of Cups are temporary. You have some speed bumps, maybe some tension, something along that line in your future as you move forward. Maybe some disagreements about some things, something along that line, but they're going to be temporary. The Magician card, self-confidence, tells me you have all the tools in the toolbox to make things how you want them to be. Tells me to take action, work on your confidence. Tells me there's going to be some clarity coming in your life, some action, take some action. And I feel like that's something you're doing. You're gaining skill, and your willpower that's what they keep getting, the confidence in your willpower is what they want you to continue to work for. Nine of Swords, driven to succeed, defending your beliefs. Tells me very quick communicating, a very quick thinker. So it tells me that they want you to take action as you've been. Keep moving forward. Tell me you're making progress in this journey. And the Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, develop a routine for yourself. Things are coming into harmony for you. It tells me that you're a very hard worker. Also tells me when it comes to the situation, like it's going to be a slower progress for the things that you want, but things are going to come to fruition for you. Okay, you are manifesting them. It's just going to take some hard work, as you always have been, and you're very productive when you do things. So they're just acknowledging that that's what they like. Because I have the Devil card holding up my reading, so it tells me maybe some type of attachment that you have, like some type of, I don't know, maybe fears, loss, maybe a prisoner of your own mind at times, maybe some type of, could be possibly energy or something financially, maybe worries about finances, things like that. I feel like that's something that they're telling me that to work on some shadow self, and these conflicts that I see that you have, the fear, the loss, and the worry. That's what they're telling me, release that, because that's an attachment that you have right now. Once you release those, things are going to start to flow. So hope that resonated with you, Tracy. Thank you for the super chat. What is the magic energy behind a black mirror, and what connection does that energy have with our screens, phones? Good one. Does magic energy from a black mirror have anything to do with our phone screens? Yes or no? I get no. So, but I asked is the energy behind a black mirror, does it have anything to do with our computer screens or phones? I got Seven of Swords first, so I got no. They wanted to deploy it as a strategy of theirs, but some intervention came because the Queen of Swords. So there was some type of intervention that stepped in and wouldn't allow that to happen. Because I have that there was some type of they put a boundary up, says no, you can't do this, because that was going to lead to ill health. There's going to be a lot of ill health with the Five of Pentacles. There's going to be a lot of loss. There's going to be some type of energy like worry, energy. There's still some of that, but it's not as bad as what I'm getting. I have the Ace of Pentacles. So they wanted to do this to control things. It was an opportunity for them financially. Also, I feel like something changed. Like I mentioned, the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. So there's a divine intervention that says that this wasn't going to happen. An energetic boundary was put up, they're telling me. The Three of Cups to bring celebration. So it tells me that was a plan, but that's not what the case is. So, and I feel that this black mirror also has other energies associated with it. and I keep getting it with the three of cups, same thing. That was the same scenario, but like I mentioned, this was put in. There was divine intervention with the Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. There was a community, energy, light. I feel like they interjected so that there would be celebration, and there wouldn't be any of this dark. And it was the Six of Cups, so something from the past. So this was something that was discussed in the past, was taken care of. So this was something that was presented in the past, and it was changed. And I have the Devil card again, holding up my reading. So it tells me it was something the dark proposed or was trying to do, and the divine intervened and says, no, I'm not going to allow this to happen. So there is something to the black mirror and the magic with it, but it tells me that the light did intervene with the situation. It does affect our energy because of the frequencies, but there's no dark energies, I feel, at this point coming through these portals. That's what I'm getting. Hope the resident with the DHP. Thank you for the super chat. Can the cards give a full description on what is twin flame sex like? I don't know. Let's find out. It's very giving. I got the Six of Pentacles, so there's a lot of energy exchange. There's a lot of giving and sharing. So it tells me there is some type of balance. It's very balanced. The Hangman. So I feel like it's something like doing things a little deeper. Like I feel like spiritual, like something is spiritual in nature. Is like very connected. Tells me like a different, like you look at things a little differently. New perspective. That's what it's telling me. I have the Two of Pentacles, so it tells me when you ask me about twin flames, that's two. It also tells me that they're going to be very adaptable to things. It tells me there's going to be some change, just kind of able to maneuver very well in this situation. I have the Judgment card, so it tells me there's some type of connection there, very much so, divine in nature. Tells me like it's a very awakening. It's a very fulfilling type of interaction is what I'm getting with the Judgment card. And the Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, it tells me success. It tells me very, very nurturing in nature. It tells me like the fruits of your labor. So you're going to be very attentive or very attentive to your partner. And it's going to be connection, not just physically, but there's going to be some mental and physical and spiritual connection there. So it's going to be very fulfilling, they're telling me, with the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Cups, that's following your heart. Tells me you're going to be very creative in this situation with these things. You're going to be able to communicate, not only just verbally, but communicate energetically. That's why it makes it special. Very connected, they're telling me. The Six of Wands. So victory. Very, very, there's going to be a lot of interaction where the partner is very self-confident because that person connects with you. You feel very connected. You feel very confident. Things are going to progress beautifully, and there's going to be some. It's going to be very victorious for both parties, is what they're telling me. So, Knight of Wands is holding up my reading. So, very passionate energy. Tells me something you're going to be very inspired to help the other one and please the other one. And the actions you're going to take are going to be very, very, very like I mentioned, inspired and fulfilling for the other partner. So hope that resonated with the DHP, and thank you for the super chat. Hi, can you do a reading on my daughter, Crystal, for the remainder of the school year, which ends 6/2? Being picked on for being different. We went to EE system on Saturday. All all as well. Does that help her? So I got the hangman again. So it tells me she's learning some things. Okay, she tells me she's gonna see things from a different light. She's learning a lot about. It's a lot of sacrifice. I feel energy. She's It's a self-sacrifice. She's learning. She's telling me, but she's gonna let these go. She's gonna have a release. There's gonna be some change coming. I have the two of Pentacles, so it tells me she's gonna adapt very well. She's gonna manage her time. Also tells me there's some decisions. She's gonna make some decisions as she's going along that she's gonna adapt to very well. The judgment card comes out. So a rebirth, a renewal. So there's going to be some type of an awakening for her, some type of renewal. So it feels like there's going to be some type of calling. A new phase is coming for her, is what I'm getting with the judgment card. And I have the Nine of Pentacles. So it tells me that everything is going to be well. She's going to have contentment, okay? Tells me moving forward. She's going to be very self sufficient. Tells me things are going to, the fruits of your labor. I didn't ask about the E system, but I feel like it has something to do with this as well. Knight of Cups, once again. So it tells me following her heart. She's going to follow her heart. I also feel like she's going to be very creative in the things that she's going to doing moving forward. And I feel like she's going to be, like I mentioned, she's just going to follow her heart. I feel like that's something that's going to open up for her as she goes along. Page of Swords. So there's going to be some gossip and innuendo and things I feel like she's going to kind of deal with as she moves forward with the Page of Swords. But the Magician card tells me like she's going to things. She's going to have clarity with this. Okay, her self confidence is going to grow, and I feel like this is something that she'll work on. Okay, so I feel like maybe she's going to get some clarity. Maybe someone in authority will kind of assist in this as well. I feel like maybe work with her is what I'm kind of getting. And the Knight of Swords. So she's going to be driven to succeed. She's going to succeed. That's what they're telling me. She's going to take action. Okay. So it tells me like she's going to be she's going to be fast thinking. She's going to be able to think on her feet and adapt, as I mentioned. The Queen of Wands. So remain strong, courageous, independence. Okay. So find what makes her happy. That's what they want me to tell you is find what makes her happy, and continue to have her look at what makes her happy. Now focus on all the negative. Is find the things that make her happy is what I'm getting. And she's going to be very strong. And the Page of Cups. So there's going to be a happy surprise. Things are going to change for her. Okay, moving forward. Okay, so it tells me intuitive messages, things like that. The E systems is going to help. I feel like with the situation, it is helping. With the traveling that you're doing, I feel like with the mental energy and things like that she has, I feel like that's something. Also, she's kind of restless, is what I'm getting. And I feel like her mind maybe spins a lot. And I feel like that's something that she's going to be able to. It will help with her energy with what you guys are doing, and I feel like she's going to have some clarity moving forward. Yeah, the Ten of Cups. So she's going to have fulfillment, a happy family life. She's going to have fulfillment of people around her. She's going to move past this. Is what I'm getting. She's going to find self love, and her wish will come true for the things that she's wanting to manifest. It is coming. She's telling me she's with the Seven of Wands holding up my reading. She's maintaining control. She's going to. She's going to be persistent. Okay. She's going to be defensive. She's been defensive, so she's going to be able to maintain this, is what they're telling me. So it tells me that she has all the skills and all the tools in the toolbox to move past this very creatively. And I feel like you're going to do a great job in loving and supporting her, and the divine is also, and all will be well. So I hope that resonated with you, Michelle, and thank you for the super chat. I had a situation this past weekend that my nephew was also involved in. It worked out for me. Will it also work out for him? Our nephew. Well, I got the Four of Swords, so I feel like there's something being reevaluated. I don't know what's going on. I also feel like maybe some type of relaxation. What they're maybe spirits saying is maybe it's time to relax about the situation. Because I have the Emperor card, so it tells me like protected. Also tells me whatever the situation was that's going on, there's going to be some type of structure or some type of authority. I don't know if it's involving an authority of some sort. I feel like things are going to move forward very practically because I have the Tower card, so something's going to be revealed. So some type of revelation, something that's going to be disrupted, some type of sudden insight is what I'm getting. And I have the King of Swords, and whatever this insight is going to be, it's going to bring clarity and truth. Also tells me there's a lot of racing thoughts about what's going on. To release those because it tells me the Six of Wands are going to make progress. Things are going to be brought out, public recognition. So whatever this is going to be brought out to light. What they're telling me, it's going to make progress and it's going to be victorious. So to remain confident, whatever the situation is, I feel he should remain confident as you were, and I feel like things are going to be well. And the Temperance card. Temperance card tells me things to remain calm, good omen. Tells me things in divine will happen in divine timing, but to remain calm and hopeful. And it tells me there's going to be a turning point to the situation. It's a good omen. So the King of Pentacles tells me all will be well. Tells me security. Also tells me whatever's been invested already, energy, whatever this is that you guys have interacted with, things are going to move along and it will be beneficial for him. And if they've been, it's like an investment. So this is going to work out to his benefit. It looks like as well as it has for you. So hope that resonated with you, Tracy, and thank you for the super chat. Oh yeah. Soldier of Light, sending you my gratitude, light, love, and dragons. Thank you. You are my sunshine. Awesome, awesome. Much love, much love. Good stuff. You guys will make this awesome. Performance. Let me see, make sure I didn't miss anything for you. But if not, thank you for the super chat. Much love, much love. Let me see if I see anything for performance here. All right. Uh, that doesn't surprise me, Windy Day, one bit. That you're not getting any notifications for your shows. I know. People get unsubscribed on their own. You know, they don't get notifications. People can't get on the chat sometimes. Some people can't donate. I mean, every time I put a video out or whatever, I get people taken from me. So it's a big thing. You know, that's okay because we're going to own this platform in the future. So no problem. They can enjoy it all they want. So it looks like I got through all the readings for tonight. So 2 hours and 19 minutes. You know, good stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to say, you know, I mean, hopefully you guys. I like going through and I read all the chat afterwards. Um, it's something that you know, I like to read the questions. I like to read your statements when you guys talk, see what the energy's like. I go through and look at it. So it's definitely something I enjoy doing. So and even like people like myself, you know, it's something that you need to take a break from sometimes. Same thing for you guys. Winner for the 15-minute pendulum reading with Soldier of Light is Cecilia 24, according to my intuition. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you very much, Dennis. So Cecilia, go to my about page on YouTube. My email address, if you don't have it already, is on there. Just email me, and in the subject, put winner of this pendulum session from Dennis. And then also, when you put this in there, put what time zone that you're currently in, Eastern, Central, Pacific, or Mountain, whatever it is. That way, when I will respond to you with an opening. If you can tell me what your time zone is, I'll kind of throw some dates out there, what I have available, and we'll go from there. So I'll try to get you guys in as soon as I can. So, but yeah, definitely awesome. So it just took for the show on Mondays, and yeah, exactly. So that's usually on, just like what Chuck said, no notifications. I just look for the show on Mondays anyway. That's usually when I come on, is Mondays at 7 and Thursdays at 7. But it's definitely frustrating, and I mean, it used to be frustrating for me. To be honest with you, I stopped really checking that much. Like I used to check it like all the time throughout the day just to take some screenshots of this. But honestly, I don't really care anymore. It could be 10 of you. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. So I know that the people that are meant to be in my path will be in my path. And I believe that very, very much so. And I know that even if they're messing with my channel, doesn't matter, because I know I have bigger things to do besides this. This is just a springboard beginning stage for me and a lot of you. This is us coming together. This is the first initial stage of coming together. And a lot of us are going to go on our own ways and do our own things, very, very miraculous, beautiful things in the future. So I just wanted to say that, honestly, when it comes down to this, and if you can, I would pull some money from your bank. Even if you don't have a lot of it, pull some of it. At least you have some cash on hand, things like that, because things are going to change. And I'm not a financial advisor as well, but I mean, hopefully you guys are at least been getting some silver if you can. That's something you can buy. I mean, buy a 1 ounce silver coin if you can. Whatever you can afford, whatever you can, try to get what you can in the precious metals, because that's going to be the future of where we're going. So, and that also will help. But I mentioned, I'm not telling you what to do, just a suggestion. Because you look at history keeps repeating itself because the same people keep running it. So, but it tells me, like, even with the good guys in charge now, that we can still have very disruptive things happen, and it could affect all of us, even if you've been prepared or not. It's going to hurt all of us. It's meant to. So I'm just trying to ease some of that situation, so you don't wake up tomorrow and you have nothing, no money to go anywhere, to buy any foods, anything like that. So it's just a precaution, not to make anyone nervous or upset, because you should be happy that this stuff is going on financially. This is it. This is a big turning point. So you want people to wake up. I've always said this, very much so. The quickest way to get a sleeper to wake up is throwing cold water on them. Wake up one day and all their retirement money's gone. They can't get into their accounts. Somebody says, by the way, you don't have that money anymore. It doesn't belong to you. You're an authorized representative. You're not a beneficiary. So that's what's going to happen. And that's when people are going to be upset. Those are the ones you need to watch out for, because those sleepers are going to wake up and they're going to be very angry. All the stuff that we've been going through, all the emotional roller coaster for the last 3+ years or longer for some of us, even, this is going to be this is a spike. This is going to be a quick spike for people. This is a red suppository, not a red pill. It's a red suppository. So I feel like that's what, if you want to even call it that, but I mean, that's what it is. It's going to be a eye-opening, shocking moment for people when the government won't be bailing out these people, and all of a sudden you see names like, I don't know, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan Chase, all those big banks, Berkshire Hathaway, Capital One, American Express, Citibank, all these big companies, these big banks are gone. They're going down. If they're not compliant with Basel III and ISO 2022 and stuff like that, I mean, and with all the compliance that they have to do for the banking, they're going to be insolvent. That's why it says watch the water, liquidity. It's here. They're starting to dissolve these banks for a reason, because they're sucking all that money back into the treasury. That's why they started collecting the coins so many years ago now. If you didn't notice that, They start pulling the coinage out. So then we have the dollar bills that we're still trying to pull in. Just wait till people one day. That's another thing. You want to do away from the digital currency like the CBDC, the central bank digital coins that they're trying to push forward. The government, the bad guys, no, that's bad. Because you think it's easy to hook your account up now. Just wait till they try to go to all digital. Because that's the only financial stuff that cost them any money when they print. It only costs them money in the ink and the paper. That's all that ever costs for anything for them. The rest of it just made up. So they're trying to eliminate the little bit of cost that they had as they pull your trust money from you by the hundreds of millions of dollars, and you don't even get to use it. We're walking around in poverty, and these people are pulling from your millions and millions and billions, and they're using it for their own good as your trustee. So you're the beneficiary. That's the thing that people are going to realize. This is stuff we're going to move into in the future. This is God. We're God's children, and God gave us a trust. He put us in the trust. I'm giving this to you for forever. Now, be stewards of the land and do it, but some of the darkness and evil wanted to be greedy and take it all over and destroy it. They're not trying to destroy us. They're trying to destroy us. The fish, the air, the land, the trees, the water. They're trying to destroy all life on earth because it's a creation of God. So it's something when it comes to these things. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, crypto and all that. Crypto's going away. Crypto is not good. A digital backed asset, that's a different story. Because cryptocurrency is like Bitcoin. It's just like fiat. Nothing backs it except the energy that they pull it from. They mine it. How do you mine energy? Comes from us, right? So that's the whole thing. And then they take all this and they make shit up so they can go ahead and launder money and, traffic children and do a bunch of things. So that's what these guys have been doing. We've been voluntarily thanking our oppressors. We've been slaves since birth. We just didn't know it. We were slaves without chains. That's the worst kind of slave, is we're a slave without chains. That's a true story. So I feel very good because I know that the perspective of things are going to change. Things are going to change. I feel it. I know it. So when these things kind of get grumpy and these people are like, things are going to get really bumpy and people are going to be pissed and there's going to be a lot of upheaval coming, I feel this coming up soon, very soon. You're going to start to see it get bumpier. Stay calm, stay cool, stay collected. That's why you've been awakened. You've been awakened to this. So this stuff isn't so surprising and so shocking, and your energy gets dropped so low that the dark just feeds on it. So our job is to try to keep the vibe high. Try to keep it high, because that's where it's going. It's going to this. This is your part of the battle now. You have to be. You can't be complacent. So, that's the thing, is when good men refuse to do anything, they're complacent in the crime or complacent with the dark. So do your part. Do your part. Like I said, we're all in the foxhole. We're all in the foxhole. We're all in this together. So you can do your part, whatever that looks like. You'll know what to do because Spirit's going to guide you to do it. You just got to trust. You got to trust. And that's what it boils down to. Trust. That's what that whole airplane thing analogy that God showed me. People were afraid to jump out of the plane. As I always talked about with this stuff, it's like God is in front of you saying, you're on the edge of the cliff. Take a step towards me. And if you believe, all will be well. But if you have any doubts, you're going to fall. You're going to fall down. That's what a lot of people are doing. So we just got to focus, guys. Focus the energy, as I mentioned, as it's already done. We've already won. We've already seen the retribution. We've already seen the abundance. We've already seen these people being dealt with. We've seen it. We've already experienced it. That's the thing. We have to manifest it like it's already done. Manifest it that whatever you want to call the economic recovery of the world, whatever term you want to call that. That's something that you can manifest. Your energy is that powerful. Remember that. And the more of us that do it, just think about that. We're like an amplifier. We're just amplifying energy. Keep pushing it out. The more light we spread, the less the dark can be. So, because there's always going to be a battle between good and evil. Always. Dark and light. It's the existence. That's why we have free will. Use that free will for something. Because to be honest with you, have we really even ever had free will? No, we haven't. We really haven't had free will. We've had the illusion of free will, but we haven't had free will. That's why I feel things are changing energetically. So I'm hoping that this portal that I'm reading, that Dennis asked me about, that looks like maybe there's going to be some good energy with that. We're going to get some downloads and some things that I feel are coming for people. So starts in here. I was even told by Spirit before, as I mentioned, don't be a hypocrite. So that tells me even when I had my doubts, stop, because all will be well. As I mentioned, I had that dream 3 years ago now with Trump in it. He told me, he turned around, he said, don't worry, things are changing, they just don't know it yet. And that was with I even asked my cards the other day, was the people in the room in the suits, were those bankers and politicians? I got a strong yes. Don't worry, things are changing, they just don't know it yet. So, talking about all the business people that were in that room, having their own conversations about their own personal interests. So, it's pretty amazing stuff. So, it's good. Just stay in the light. Stay in the light. Be the light. You're changing timelines. Manifested. It's already done. And it will be done. So, I want you guys to go in peace, go in harmony, go in love. Focus on yourself. The biggest message I get from Spirit tonight, same thing, is self-confidence, trust. A lot of us don't trust ourselves. A lot of us don't. We doubt ourselves way too much. So it comes back to us working on our own individual journeys and being confident and trusting the divine plan for you. Your divine plan is different than my divine plan, and so on and so forth. So when they say trust the plan, that's the plan for you. Only you have your plan and God. That's it. That's what you agree to. That's what it means to trust the plan. All will be well. So stay in the light. Like I mentioned, if you can, try to get some money out of the bank. If you can, you'll help crash this bad boy. Talk to people. Tell them get money out. I don't care. I'm not saying be a fearmongerer, but tell them, hey, man, you may wake up tomorrow and not have any money. So if you can afford to pull a few bucks out of the bank, you might want to do that. So the more of us that do that, guess what? That system the whole house of cards come crashing down, and the faster the new beautiful gold-backed currencies and all that will come, and inflation goes away, and this transition to greatness comes because we're manifesting it. It's already done. So that's what I mean by do your part, whatever that looks like. So, but stay in the light, guys. We are not slaves anymore. That's right. Performance. We got to. That's just pulling ourselves out of Babylon. Remember that. God pulled you out of the darkness for a reason. These people who are asleep and all that, they're still in the darkness. God pulled you out of the pit. He reached in and said, you know what? I need to pull you out. Because I know when I pull you out, you're going to reach back in there and you're going to pull someone else out. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to pull people out. And look how much this family has grown over the time. We're pulling people out of the darkness. So that's a huge job. Huge. And it will not go unnoticed by God and the divine and all the beautiful white light beings and souls that are watching over you. There's a lot. They see all your actions. They cry when you cry. They love when you love. They feel through you. So that's where it begins, guys. Here. Love yourself. It's a big thing. We don't do it enough. So I'll let you guys go. I appreciate you guys' support and love as always. As of now, God willing, I'll be back on Thursday for another reading. Maybe we'll see. We'll see how things go. I might do a spiritual roundtable or something, maybe once a month. We'll see what Spirit has for me moving forward. But as of now, just going to be a couple of shows a week. So, like I said, if you have any questions or concerns, you're needing any readings, let me know. I'm here to help as much as I can with whatever I'm able to help with. So I just want to let you guys know that. Much love. All will be well. Smile. The future is here. I'm telling you, the light is here. We're there. We're moving in that direction very, very quickly. So stay the course. Keep your head on the swivel. All will be well. Love you all. Soldier of Light, out.